Thanks very much, Lasky and Carla, and I welcome the chance to speak on this. And obviously, I think everybody is very mindful of the situation facing people in the Ukraine, and everybody is thinking of everybody, today who are facing that situation, and those fleeing, those who are trapped, I suppose, without the choice, maybe, or chance to get out of the Ukraine. I also, like Deputy O'Brien, want to acknowledge the work that's been done to date, in particular by yourself, Minister. And I think, in fairness to your department, just as the spokesperson and as the chair of the Children's Committee, sometimes I feel like everything falls to your department, and this was another added difficulty that nobody foresaw, and in fairness, I think you've dealt with it extremely well to date, and yourself and your staff should be commended for that. I also, as well, want to acknowledge the great work done, let's say, in my own two counties of both Carlow and Kilkenny, where people really have rowed in communities, and whether that's through kind of collections, or people providing accommodation, or providing other services, and trying their very best, particularly with children, to ensure that they're integrated and maybe getting involved in some of the activities. I also want to mention, I know we're talking about housing, but I was in Wicklow on last Friday and visited a number of early years facilities where they have Ukrainian children coming, and have said they have really just totally integrated, and it's fantastic to see that, and it's really, really welcome. They actually did raise a point as well that I'm going to take the opportunity to say in relation to some Ukrainian women who actually are qualified in the early years sector and would like the opportunity to work in that sector. Now we know as well that there is a severe staffing shortage as well in that area, and it would be fantastic, obviously, when people do want to work and want to be able to get that chance. So I did give a commitment that I would raise that and see. They were saying one of the major difficulties is the Garda vetting. Now, nobody is saying that people need to be vetted, of course they do, but if there was anything that could be done to speed up that process, or to help people to access those jobs, because while services are crying out for people, and there's people who really would like to work, it would make perfect sense. So I did want to take the opportunity to raise that. I also did want to raise a point, and actually Deputy O'Brien raised it in relation to employment. I have seen, unfortunately, a few situations in our own constituency where it really mainly affected people who were part-time, or students who were doing weekend and summer work, but still that work was invaluable to them, where they've been asked or been told now at the moment there isn't any work for them because of the situation, that there are, maybe weddings and various things have been cancelled now in hotels. So if that could be just really considered and taken into consideration as well. And I suppose, the other point I just wanted to raise, and it is a difficult one, and it's hard to know exactly how we can police this, but I suppose just to raise that there has been some incidents of maybe people being taken advantage of, and I think when we're speaking on this issue, which is really important for all of us to be saying to people, please go through the proper channels. While I know there can be really goodwill in kind of WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, there is also, I've just been a bit kind of horrified myself at some of the stuff that I've seen, and I would just encourage people to go through the proper channels, to the Red Cross and various other channels, not to be I know there's a lot of people with goodwill, and most people are very well intentioned, but there is, as we always see in all these situations, people who will exploit a situation, and just to encourage people to make sure that they are going through the proper channels so that everything is vetted and above board. I'm going to finish at that last, Carla. Thank you.